You know, it's an amazing feat that this administration has the White House, they have the House, they have the Senate, and yet they can still get nothing fucking done. Amazing. You're only in control of fucking all three branches of the government, and you can still get nothing done, Trump? You can't? You pile of shit. Trump tried to put out a travel ban several months ago. If you're unaware or have been living under a rock, they had one ban in place where they said, hey, you can't come in even if you're related to somebody. And the courts have reversed that. The U.S. Supreme Court rejected this last Wednesday a bid by President Donald Trump. Sorry, I got some little stuck in my throat there. To include grandparents and other relatives of Americans in his travel ban from people from 6 Muslim majority countries. But in a partial win, the court gave the government more leeway to enforce the separate ban on refugees that was included in March 6th executive order on the president said that was necessary for national security. Bullshit. The federal judge ruled against the government on the scope of both bans last Thursday, prompting the administration to seek Supreme Court intervention. The High Court's mixed decision means that for now, grandparents, grandchildren, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, and siblings-in-laws are not covered by the 90-day travel ban on people from Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen who want to enter the United States. So basically, everybody, unless you're a single guy that has no relations to anybody inside the country right now, you're pretty much okay to come in. Kind of your thoughts.
Well, you know, those grandmas and grandpas have knitting needles and oxygen tanks, and that's really dangerous. So
They might knit you a shawl or something. Frantic knitting.
Knit you a burqa. So think of how much pain and suffering would have been alleviated if a ban had been preventing the Trumps from immigrating. Because can we make a meme that Donald Trump is an anchor baby?
Yeah.
God. Yeah, none of these 6 countries are anywhere that terrorists have come from either. That we said, that's said a lot, and it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to Trump.
No, it doesn't matter to Trump. And the thing is, it's never been proven that they think that because someone comes from another country that's they're automatically radicalized when they come here. The attacks that have happened are people who have been radicalized while they were here, well after the fact.
Yeah,
well after the fact, years and years and years and years.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah, that's been proven. I think a couple times in Great Britain,
at least.
So,
Atheist Ranger, your thoughts?
Well, I think it's just nice to know that our president is truly, truly caring about the deep, deep issues that go on in this country. I mean, where would we be if we weren't banning Muslims from this country? You know, I mean,
yeah.
This country would be a fucking disaster. I think we all can agree to that.
Let's just substitute the word Muslim for Japanese. Same thing.
Yeah.
It didn't work then either. So
yeah, fuck healthcare, fuck education. We got to keep those innocent grandmas out of the country.
Grandma's a big security risk. It's just so amazing. The fact is that these people think that if you ban relatives or whatever, you think. Well, I think this is my personal opinion, of course. I think they think, well, if we ban their relatives from coming here, then they will say, well, I got no relatives here that want to come over here, or they can't come over here, so I might as well just go home. Well,
Trump voters, this is what you paid for. This is what you get when you vote a fucking reality TV star as the president.
Yeah, that's for sure. Matt, your thoughts?
Oh, God. This guy, I swear to God, he's a nutball.
Mm-hmm.
So what? I mean, they think that grandma's going to, come over here and... blow people up or something?
Yeah, well, you can never tell with grandmas.
You can't trust them,
Yeah, you can't trust grandma. Grandma always has those pot brownie cookies, you go over to grandma's house, she's always got those weird cookies. Of course, grandmas do smell, I'm just saying, when you get older, you just get that weird grandma smell.
Well, I'm glad they turned that down for Trump, so...
Yeah, so am I. It's bullshit. The fact is that
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's the same thing, when he said about the Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can't let them over here. They're all rapists and murderers and blah, blah, blah. Really? Yeah, no. Talking about stereotyping. It's like, geez.
Yeah, exactly. On a side note, just to show you how weird ass Trump is. This just came out the other day. We weren't going to plan on covering it directly because the fact is it's kind of new. We already had this story already set up, but Trump been conferring with his lawyers or whatever to see if he can pardon himself and his family and his business associates and anybody else that hasn't even been convicted of a crime yet.
It's like the whole Nixon thing. I'm not a crook.
There's an old saying, those who don't learn from history are bound to repeat it. We're living in our own Nixon time.
Speaking of Nixon, I mean, Nixon is almost famous for saying, well, when the president does something, it's not illegal. Yes, it is, jackass.
Yeah, exactly. And Trump seems to think, oh, I can just do whatever I want because I'm the president. No, you can't. And this ban, the ban on the ban, basically, it's temporary right now. But at least it shows that, Trump is not in control as much as he thinks he is. And he's not used to that. And the fact is he is getting shot down left and right. It makes me happy to show that these people who think that because they have money or power that they think they can do whatever they want, you can't do it just because you're in charge.
Well, I mean, he's coming up with some really oddball things, too.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. I mean, that's why I think, these courts are saying, no.
Yeah, exactly. We have a comment from the chat room from the real Paul Marshall. Thank you for your comment. He says, Hall of Trump's lawyers are trying to quit, and the other half want to know if he can pardon himself. So that's a thing. Yeah. And there was a thing that just popped up tonight that Trump's lawyers, was the spokesperson for his lawyers. He quit. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't do spokesperson for Trump anymore.
Yeah, I just saw not too long ago. I think Sean Spicer resigned as press secretary.
Yeah, he did. The whole administration is falling apart. It's 6 months into their 4-year term, and the whole administration is in disarray and disheveled. It's just amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah, I'm not a Hillary fan whatsoever, but tell me again, Trump supporters, how things would have been worse under Hillary.
Yeah, I'd like to know that. Yeah, I'd like to know how much worse it would have been under Hillary.
Yeah.